The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
Hi friends, welcome inside Fred Rust Arena. We are back on the Delaware Hockey Network with University of Delaware Blue Hens Men's Division II ACHA action as the Hens host the Montclair State University Redhawks in the first half of a weekend home and home. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications press box high atop the stands at Fred Rust Arena in advance of this fourth game of the season for the Delaware Blue Hens Men's Division II side after dropping a pair of games on the road at the LaHaye Ice Center on the campus of Liberty University against the Flames. The home opener saw the Hens eke out a point over Georgetown, but they're still looking for that elusive first mark in the win column. So far, the young guys really contributing in a big way. The two goal scorers so far for this Blue Hens team, Leighton DeMasters and Owen McManus, both first-year Blue Hens. Leighton DeMasters, of course, a product of Salesianum, the goal scorer in last weekend's 2-1 shootout loss to the Georgetown Hoyas, in which Georgetown goalie Matt Choi came up big with 41 saves on 42 shots. And Owen McManus joining the Blue Hens from Maine, the lone goal scorer 2 weekends ago when the Blue Hens were at Liberty. We'll see veteran Blue Hen Joey Hooper, the senior from Long Beach Township, New Jersey, between the pipes here this evening. He's 0-2 on the year with a 6.5 goals against average and an .893 save percentage. Starting forwards, Austin Vecchio, Hubert Polch-Lepek, and Leighton DeMasters. Pat Flaherty and Sean Lipinski will get things going on the blue line for the Blue Hens. Couple notes in the scratches. Ethan Sharp out with an upper body injury. Dimitri Mahalios out with an upper body injury. And Joey Wogish has been out with an upper body injury from the start of the season. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years and counting, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses across America craft and administer qualified pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. And the Delaware Hockey Network is brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The law office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-LONG to schedule a free consultation or visit injuryde.com. We're going to take a quick timeout here on the Delaware Hockey Network. When we come back, we'll head inside the glass for starting lineups and opening introductions. It's all coming up next. Delaware and Montclair on the Delaware Hockey Network, brought to you by Heather A. Long.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area, and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Recovery from an injury.
And welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. for the first half of a weekend home and home between the visiting Montclair State University Redhawks and the Delaware Blue Hens Men's Division II ACHA squad. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications press box at Fred Rust Arena. Sydney Butler, our videographer, our production assistant, the stat man Eli Swope. Greetings from the whole crew, and we're going to take you inside the glass right now for the Limestone Pension Associates starting lineups. Hockey fans, good evening, and welcome to Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. Tonight, the American Collegiate Hockey Association presents a men's Division II matchup between, from the Super East Collegiate Hockey League, the Montclair State University Redhawks, and from the Atlantic Coast Collegiate Hockey League, your Delaware Blue Hens. Fans, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For the Montclair State University Redhawks, starting in goal, number 30, Cameron Carmen. On defense, number 20, Eric Coyce. And number 3, Anthony Vella. At left wing, number 33, Antonio Crispino. At right wing, number 4, Joseph Castellano. And at center, number 23, Anthony Oliveri. And now it's time to meet the starting six for your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Starting in goal, a senior from Long Beach Township, New Jersey, number 33, Joey Hooper. On defense, a senior from Staten Island, New York, number 3, Patrick Flaherty. And a senior from Greenville, South Carolina, number 28, Sean Lipinski. At left wing, a freshman from Wilmington, Delaware, number 25, Double L, Leighton DeMasters. At right wing, a sophomore from Colonia, New Jersey, number 17, Hubert Polchlepek. And starting at center, a junior from Livingston, New Jersey, number 10, Austin Vecchio. Your Blue Hens are coached by Vince Falkowski, Bob Stroik, and graduate assistant Dylan Green. The on-ice officials for this evening's game, as appointed by the American Collegiate Hockey Association, are referees Brent Kendall and Chris Castagliola, and linesmen Gavin Doyle and James Mandel. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located directly above center ice as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Limestone Pension Associates starting lineups in our rearview mirror. Homage to country has been duly paid. And with all that said, it is time to play the game. Set for a Friday showdown between the Red Hawks and the Blue Hens. Gavin Doyle drops the puck and off we go from Fred Rust Arena. Montclair traveling right to left in opening period play in their away red kits. Delaware in their home whites, blue helmets, blue pants. Moving from left to right from our vantage point here in period number one. Polchlepek behind his own goal. Tries to clear off the carom shot near side, but Coyce holds the point. Centering pass was broken up by Flaherty. Second chance, Crispino got that one on net, but it was turned aside by Hooper. And a pause in play comes to 34 seconds into the opening period, with the puck tipped over the glass and out of play behind the Delaware net. Face-off comes to the left of Joey Hooper, the senior netminder for the Blue Hens. And for the draw for the Hens was Vecchio across from William Neal. Second line already on for the Montclair State Redhawks. This is Braden Ryan working behind the cage. Stood up by Aiden Getz on the defensive for Delaware. Vecchio throws a body in the near corner, separating Braden Ryan from the puck. This was walked forward by Getz, flipped by Polchlepek beyond center. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Hens, but in tight quarters, trying to get the pass across was Getz to DeMasters, but he fanned on the puck DeMasters did from the near dot. DeMasters overskates it in the near corner. Polchlepek tries to get one of the flat to Vecchio, but to no avail. We're 75 seconds into the first period. Now the Hens set up shop on the offensive. Getz quarterbacking this attack, flips the puck off the far corner boards. Polchlepek surrounded by a pair of red sweaters gives way to William Neal, who off his backhand plays this up the left wing boards ahead to David Leonard. Long shot from Leonard was off target, caught and held by Hooper for a break in the action. A minute and 32 seconds into opening period play from Fred Rust Arena. One shot on goal so far for Montclair State. That one was headed wide of the far post. So statistician Eli Swope says, no, sir, that's not on net. We love our goalies in these parts, but there are no gifts from the stat department here at Fred Rust Arena. We will say that much. This is cleared up the left wing boards by Mielcerek, but beyond the reach of Brendan Stam, Montclair is able to recover at their line. Puck was brought down by Aiden Cox. Stam pitchforks away just inside the line, but he's overpowered by Libros, who drives to center before giving the puck away. Danny Downey, another one of those new Blue Hens, turns it over just inside the line. Headman pass from Greg Oliveri. Saw Libros lose his momentum. He was carried to the near corner by Mielcerek. Never was able to get a shot through. Cox back at center, overpowered by Delaware's Brendan Stam. Here he comes up the middle, flanked by Olensky and Kramer. Stam was angled to the far corner. Tried to flip the puck to Olensky to no avail. Kramer's got it trapped behind the cage. This is chipped off the near glass and ahead to Montclair's number 9. Correction, that was number 5, Tyler Kolbansky. No 9 on the lineup here. Stretch pass found Sadowski, but the drop pass to Oliveri at the top of the far circle was marked, and the Hens regained in their own zone. Coming to the 3-minute mark of the opening period. Mielcerek gets the puck to center. Stam checked off it right in front of the scorer's table. Hens try to work in a quick change. Meanwhile, a hard shot from Robert Quinn the other way from 40 feet. Ricochets off the back glass to the base of the Delaware bench far side. This is gloved down by Quinn off the feed from Olensky. Here's Jake Quinn in a 1-on-3. He takes aim from distance. Glove save and a pause from Cameron Carman to give us a break in the action and give the Blue Hens their first attacking zone faceoff. 3 minutes and a tick into the first period from Fred Rust Arena. Quinn in for the draw across from Lucas Longo. This preserved by the Delaware Blue Hens' Pat Flaherty at the right point, but the cross-ice feed was given away to Vela. Lipinski held the opposite point. Another giveaway in Montclair territory. Sees Greg Oliveri walk the puck up the left wing boards, but not out. Flaherty back deep in his own zone. Dodges a late check from Longo, but he got the puck away to his D partner, Sean Lipinski. Advancing pass finds Quinn. Here's a 2-on-3. Quinn slowed up by the body of Eric Coyce just at the line. Trying to walk in for a chance was Owen McManus, looking for his second goal of the season, but to no avail. A delayed offside against Delaware. Everybody tags back up in neutral territory. James Mandel, one of our lines people, drops his arm. Play continues on. And this appears it will be spotted in the neutral zone offside against Montclair State on an ill-timed fast break with 16:13 to go in the first period. Play remains in neutral territory after the Hens' Evan Oginski, fourth line center, wins the draw and now on his horse puts pressure on JT Sandegate. Sandegate skips the puck up the right side. Puck was tipped on its way through neutral territory, says Gavin Doyle, so there's no icing here. We mentioned Gavin Doyle and James Mandel, the lines people for tonight's game. The referees, Chris Castagliola, and a native of Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, Brent Kendall. Battle for a loose puck at the far end of the Montclair bench, swatted deep into Montclair territory by Anthony Greco. Physical play for the puck behind the cage. Oginski joined by Greco battling for the puck, but it's taken away and rifled clear by Crispino. Forward mismatch. In that last shift, Montclair with their top line on, Delaware with their fourth line. And the Hens will get a chance to change as a result of the icing with 15:15 to go in the opening frame. The Hens do keep their fourth line on for the attacking zone draw. Oginski gave way. Oliveri won the faceoff for the defensive Montclair State side. Hawks clear. Hens recover. Brendan Fleming to Nicholson. Nicholson 1-on-3. Gets the shot away while surrounded by red sweaters. Stick saved by Carman. Keeps this a scoreless game just beyond the 5-minute mark of the first period. Quick counterattack comes from Ryan. This is held on to for the pause by Hooper. First 4-1-2 comms replay of the night coming up on this fast break for the Redhawks. Puck made its way to Braden Ryan, a long shot. Hooper with the stop, and he falls on the puck to bring play to a screeching halt. Coming to the 6-minute mark of the opening period. Hens setting back up on the offensive. This goes up over the glass and out of play. With 6 minutes gone in opening period action. 0-0 game here in the first period. We're showing overtime 2 on our score bug. Not sure why. But we are indeed in the first period of play in this 0-0 hockey game, and we are 7 minutes in. This is Greg Oliveri working his way past Olensky. He gets tied up in neutral territory, stripped of the puck. Polch-Lepek comes barreling back the other direction. Polch-Lepek long shot, right on target, held on to for a pause by Cameron Carman. And the Hens get an attacking zone draw coming up with 12:42 to go in opening period action. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Call the Law Office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-LONG to schedule a free consultation. That's 302-466-LONG, or visit injuryde.com. Stoppage in the Delaware zone as Hooper gloves down the puck with 12:18 remaining in first period action. Still no score between these two sides. And the faceoff comes to Joey Hooper's right, the New Jersey native. Here a centering pass finds Crispino on the doorstep. Long shot from Sandegate was blocked offline. This is Stam racing up the left wing boards, right into New Jersey traffic up the left wall. Stam surrounded by a trio of Red Hawks on the zone entry. Olensky trying to offer puck support, but much too late as he turns it over behind the Montclair State goal. Battle prolonged to the far corner of the Montclair end. This is work clear by Sandegate, ahead to Crispino. Cross-ice feed batted by Calandrillo to the near corner to try to generate some space. Danny Downey swarmed on him, forced the turnover. Here comes Olensky the other way, but again into a one-on-four. Olensky, hard shot from 45 feet, was wide of the near post. This puck caroms all the way back to the Delaware goal line and then some, where it's chased down by the freshman from Newark, Delaware, Brendan Fleming. Olensky dodges the check to work the puck back into neutral ice, but it's volleyed right back from center by Kolbanski, back into the Delaware end. Fleming will try again. Quinn, touch pass to McManus. Shot was rushed as pressure came in from Aiden Cox between the circles. This is cleared back to center as we near the halfway point of the first period. There is no score between Montclair State and Delaware in their first of two meetings this weekend. Tomorrow night, both teams head back to North Jersey, just outside the city limits of the Big Apple, maybe 20 minutes outside the city. Not far from my old stomping grounds at the Meadowlands. For the second half of this home and home. Protracted feeling out period between these two teams. We really haven't seen much in the way of quality chances from either side. Breakouts haven't been crisp. Again, just a long feeling out period. The passes have not been particularly clean either way. McManus guilty of an icing here with 9:52 to go in the first period of a 0-0 game. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years and counting, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Third line forced to stay on for Delaware. It was Robert Quinn, victorious in the face-off circle, but now Flaherty working in the near corner of his own end. Lipinski finds Quinn on the breakout. Again, Quinn caught up to by a trio of Montclair backcheckers. A fourth was the one who knocked the puck out of his control. Lucas Longo joining the play. Puck was knocked to the near corner Stripped from the reach of Quinn, but held in by Aiden Getz. He got a shot away, but it was just wide, directed by Carmen to the far corner. And Vela recovers for the Redhawks. Vela gets it back from Coyce. This is advanced up ice, but it will come back in icing with 9:12 remaining in the first period of a 0-0 hockey game. Chances have been few and far between, and absolutely nothing in the way of quality opportunities for both sides. Oginski and Longo. In for the near circle draw. This thrown by Greco toward the slot, but cleared back out by a strong Montclair back check. Gets forced to fumble the puck by pressure from Targov. It's taken away by Ehrlich. Walking in the other way, the other 13. Getting one on net was Sadowski. Up for the save, Joey Hooper. Keeping this a 0-0 hockey game. Lost his paddle in the process. Aiden Getz pulls back behind his own goal as we work into the 12th minute of a scoreless first period from Fred Rust Arena. Vela throws this up the right wing boards and in deep. Trapped by Nicholson. Held in by Sadowski. Caught and held by Hooper for a pause with 8:20 to go in the first period. Good for his fourth save on the evening. Big guns on for the Hens. Quick shot off the draw, quick save by Joey Hooper. Vecchio and Oliveri do it again. Another chance. This came from high in the zone from Chris Wallace. Hooper again with the stop. 8:13 to go in opening period action. Hubert Polchlepek bullies his way to center before flipping the puck in behind the goal. .7:45 to go in the first period of a 0-0 hockey game. As our score bug continues to give us some issues here in the first period. Inside 7 minutes to go in opening period play. Still no score from Fred Rust Arena. When in doubt, you've just got to pull the plug on technology that's not doing what you want it to do, and kudos to our production crew and our production assistant Eli Swope for his hard work behind the scenes. To get us back up and running as a few seconds tick off the clock. And a puck out of play out of the Delaware zone gives us a face-off once again. To the right of Joey Hooper, shots 8-6 in favor of Montclair State. And the Hens win this draw. Trying to bulldoze up the right boards was Brendan Stam. All for naught as this play comes back offside with 5:32 to go in the first period. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides, sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware. Open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch or to place a catering order. Call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Coming to the final 5 minutes of the first period. A scoreless first period at that from Fred Rust Arena. McManus looking to find Flom at the top of the left circle. Gets the puck back after the pass was broken up. Quinn near corner, confronted by Coyce. Strips the puck from Ryan, trying to work his way up the near wall, out of Montclair territory. Coyce this time, can't get past Getz. He stood up, but the puck makes it back inside the Delaware blue line, plus about 25 feet. Recovered by Ehrlich, touch pass from Flom. Here's McManus trying to run the gauntlet, but a poke check from Eric Coyce on the back check in the low slot, slows up the Mainers' attack. Quinn couldn't get one away cleanly. Ryan kept the pressure on him round about the far dot. 4:20 to go in period number one. Still looking for that elusive first goal. McManus behind the back pass off the far dashers to Flom. He's bodied off the biscuit by Oliveri, and this is brought back to center, but beyond the reach of the advancing Michael Sadowski. It was turned back by Ehrlich, who hustles off for a change. Stretch pass the other way. It will be called back offside. With 4 minutes and a tick to go in the first period of a 0-0 game. Offside pass sees play come back to where the pass originated. Big break for Delaware as this gives them an attacking zone faceoff. Final 4 of the first. Oginski using Kendall as a screen, trying to set up a feed up the left wing wall, but ultimately to no avail. Two-a-side scrum develops at the near half boards. Milsarek was knocked down in that scrum and trying to bulldoze his way up the left wing boards. Here's Jacob Liebross for Montclair. Centering pass on the doorstep. That was Sadowski, stonewalled by Hooper for save number 9. Already a couple 10-bell saves for Joey Hooper, keeping this game scoreless. And our first penalty of the game is coming. With 3 minutes and 21 seconds gone, or rather 3:21 to go. In period number 1, so the first Delaware Sports Medicine power play of the evening for the Blue Hens, as Sadowski goes off for a trip. Montclair State penalty assessed to number 13, Michael Sadowski. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 39 seconds of the first period. Sadowski 2 for tripping at 16:39. Flaherty cross-ice pass. This is left by Polchlapek to Vecchio at the top of the zone. Slapper into traffic was blocked down by Sandegate. Quinn. Up high it goes to Vecchio again. Another slapper made it through this time, but it's stopped by Carmen for a pause. 2:36 to go in the first period. 45 seconds elapsed on this Delaware Sports Medicine power play for the Blue Hens. And the faceoff comes to the left of Cameron Carmen. Quinn wins the draw for the Hens. Flaherty and Vecchio across to Polchlepek opposite side. Another shot, but another save coming from Cameron Carmen to keep the Hens scoreless with 2:27 to go in opening period action. 66 seconds remaining on the man advantage for the Blue Hens. Quinn and Libros at the opposite circle. Hens preserve possession and control. Minute to go on the man advantage. Vecchio takes aim again. Shot was wide and waffle boarded by Cameron to the far corner. Held in by Polchlepek to Vecchio again. This poke checked out of his control by Anthony Vella, and that forces Polchlepek back to his own line to recover. Hens tag up and they re-enter. This top power play unit's been on now for 83 seconds. This is Quinn. He tries to dish one onto the doorstep to the looming Padolensky, but it was blocked by Kois. Polchlepek across the line to Vecchio. Polchlepek to Flaherty down low. He's bothered by a stick check from Kois, who could not clear. Initial shot wide. Carmen scrambles after Quinn got a secondary one on, and that one is not in. My, oh my. 3 shots in that rush for the Blue Hens. 80 seconds to go in the first period. The chances were certainly there. And here Polchlepek gets one away from distance, but into the glove of Cameron Carmen again for the stoppage with 1:16 to go. We've got to look at this series again. Polchlepek, Quinn, third shot, Flaherty coming in. Where's that puck? It was right on the line before Carmen was able to swat it away. Whew. Wow. All you can say there, friends, is wow. Oginski tried to leave this to gets at the point to no avail. Final minute of play upon us. In the opening frame, both teams starting to heat up. Hens getting some chances there in the last couple minutes of the first period. Emerging from the pack is Nicholson, the freshman from Red Bank, New Jersey. This left to Getz. Shot made it through, but an easy stick save from Cameron Carmen gives him a baker's dozen on the night. Hawks clear. Hens, I didn't think they tagged up there. That to me looked offside, but Mandel jumped the gun heading back to the Delaware line. In any case, play continues unabated. Greco off a failed shot, got his own rebound off the backboards, but the backhander never made it to the cage. Kramer holds the line. Greco's shot skips wide, and the horn sounds to signal the end of the first period. Through 20 minutes, there is no score between Montclair State and the Delaware Blue Hens. We'll be back on the Delaware Hockey Network after the first intermission.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5655 5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Heartbreaker of a scoring chance. In that power play. Puck right on the line. Inconclusive here on the tape as to whether the puck was fully across the goal line. Castagliola right on the stripe said no goal. That one of two Delaware scoring chances in the first period of play, but through 20 minutes, we are 0-0 from Fred Rust Arena. If you're just joining us here via our worldwide stream, be it here in the first state, be it halfway across the globe, wherever you may be, we are delighted to have you with us on this Friday evening as the Delaware Men's Division II Blue Hens look to get in the win column for the first time this season. Hens really started to build up momentum in that first period. They're out of the gate strongly here in the second as well. DeMasters tried to shovel one across the slot to Polchlepek, but the centering pass never made it to his man. Vela in the near corner. Could not get past Lipinski holding the left point. Second time, Vela flips this across ice. Puck ricochets off the far boards at center and is driven the rest of the way in Delaware territory by Antonio Crispino. Crispino joins the battle for the puck directly behind the Delaware cage. DeMasters pops this to Lipinski, trying to gain some space in the far corner, but Castellano was tight on him. Battle migrates up the far boards. Recovered by Castellano. The centering pass from Crispino couldn't make it cleanly to Anthony Oliveri. DeMasters recovers for the Hens. The product of Salesianum. Good, solid, all-round athlete. Picked off in neutral ice by Crispino. Back the other way we come. Polchlepek got the worst of that. Penalty coming up, and it will go against the Hens. With 70 seconds gone in the second period. Word coming from downstairs. Cross check. Assessed to Delaware's Sean Lipinski, and that puts the Hens on their first Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill of the night. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 28, Sean Lipinski. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 1 minute, 10 seconds in the second period. Lipinski, 2 for cross-checking at 1:10. The Hens got 4 shots away on their power play late in the first period. And it's the quartet of Getz, Ehrlich, Kramer, and Stam looking to limit Montclair's chances. Two minutes have elapsed in the second period. $17:38. To go here in second period action. Of this 0-0 hockey game. Shot working in from high in the zone. It was off the stick of Calandrillo, blocked. And the Hens have emerged unscathed from their first penalty of the night. .338 gone in second period play. Faceoff's going to come to the right of Joey Hooper after a successful penalty kill. Strong defensive effort from the Blue Hens, limiting Montclair to 1 shot. At least one that we saw, but there were a couple scrums. While production duties took our eyes away from the slot that saw Montclair rack up 8 second period shots so far. Wow. 3:55 gone in the second. Draw comes to the near circle. Flom working in the slot. Milseric couldn't get the puck to him. It was taken away by Targov. Advanced to Libros. Backhand shot. Was on target. Hooper with save number 18. And the follow-up goes in. So 4 minutes, 11 seconds into the second period. The Montclair State Redhawks light the lamp. It was Ryan Targov. Scoring for the first time this season on what was the 20th Montclair shot to give the Red Hawks the early lead. Montclair State goal, his first of the season. Scored by number 24, Ryan Targov. Assisted by number 21, Greg Oliveri, and number 8, Jacob Libros. Time of the goal, 4 minutes 11 seconds in the second period. Targov's first from Oliveri and Libros at 4:11. Face-off migrates to the opposite side after another Hooper save. He's been tested early and often. And this will come back an icing. With 15:02. Or will it? Errantly blown icing. So this will come back to center per the NCAA rulebook under which ACHA hockey is played. Another shot, another save. This one came from Braden Ryan, trying to break forward up the left wing boards. Hooper slams the door on him. Neal wins the attacking zone draw for Montclair, but cedes possession. Polchlepek drives up the right wing boards into Red Hawk territory, but he turns the puck over to Ryan. This is volleyed across neutral ice, studied by Lipinski in his own end. He lets this one go. He tried to find Vecchio on a stretch pass, but this comes back an icing with 14:35 to go in the second period. Montclair State, thanks to Ryan Targov, with a 1-0 lead over the Delaware Blue Hens, who are struggling to make the most of their chances. Draw to Hooper's left. This finally goes Delaware's way. Race on for the puck to Masters. Got to the goal line in time to win the race to cancel out the icing, but he was met by Ryan Calandrillo in the far corner of the Montclair zone and ran out of chances to make anything happen from an offensive standpoint. Calandrillo protects the point for the Red Hawks. This tipped into the slot by Robert Quinn, taken away by Lipinski. Thrown up ice again. No icing here. Polchlepek lowers his shoulder to try to box Santagate out in the battle for the puck in the near corner. This caroms to the far side. Polchlepek met by Calandrillo far side. Caromed up the near corner boards, where Lipinski, under duress, tried to gain control. Polchlepek off the centering feed from Olensky, couldn't connect from close range. This is Vecchio. Cross slot feed. Ricochets off the corner boards near side. Hubert. Polchlepek turns, shoots, and it is saved by Cameron Carman with 13:34 to go in the second period. Montclair State leading 1-0 over the Delaware Blue Hens. And the face-off coming to Cameron Carman's right. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important. And Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Schedule your first cleaning by visiting DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. 13:20 to go. 2-on-2 for the re-entry. Stam's shot. Stick checked up into the netting and out of play. By the back checking Tyler Kolbanski. Faceoff's going to stay at the near circle of the Montclair zone with 13:16 remaining in the second. Hens have only managed 2 shots on goal here in the second period. Polchlepek tries to make it a third, rather Olensky trying to make it a third. Another Carman save, another pause in play. We'll see it again. Stam looming net front. Couldn't finish what Olensky started at the top of the circle. Libros on his horse, trailed by 3 Delaware defenders robbed of the opportunity of a clean shot as we hit the 7-minute mark of the second period. Montclair State 1, Delaware 0 in the first half of this weekend home and home between the Red Hawks and the Blue Hens. Here's Kramer looking for space in the high slot. He leaves this to Stam. Downey looming net front, but the centering pass didn't make it to him. Intercepted on the doorstep by Sadowski. Follow-up shot caught and held by Carmen for a break in the action with 12:26 to go in the second period. Montclair State leading 1-0. And fresh legs from both benches coming in for the next draw. Oginski and Anthony Oliveri. Looming net front was Oginski after winning the faceoff. This rolls back as far as the Delaware blue line after the Red Hawks cleared. And Aiden Getz turns momentum from right to left once again. Oginski catches Vela off balance, regains the puck, centering feed. Intended for Nicholson, never made it there. Here's Anthony Oliveri racing up ice, setting up an odd man rush for the Hawks. Long shot was intercepted. Ehrlich nearly bobbled that in the blue paint on his way back to the corner out of harm's way. Greco flips this into the rafters and out with 11:47 to go in the second period. So the Hens will be trapped in their own zone for the ensuing face-off. They're back to a wall. Outshot by Montclair, 22-16 to this juncture. And trailing 1-0, Joey Hooper has done more than his fair share of the heavy lifting, stopping 21 of those 22 Red Hawk shots thus far. Here's Greco leading a 2-on-2 off the breakout feed from Oginski. He's steered to the near corner by Vela. Puck is cleared by Castellano off his backhand from his own line. James Mandel says there's no icing here, waving it off immediately. Oliveri. Shot from the near corner. Didn't have a good angle on that chance. Hooper gloves it down for the stoppage. Trying to give his Blue Hens a face-off with 11:23 to go in the second. In the second period of a 1-0 hockey game. Already Montclair with 22 shots against the Blue Hens. Flaherty clears the zone under duress. This is brought back into Montclair control. Sandegate takes a shoulder from Flom, but works the puck up ice. Space for Leonard to gain the zone, but a poke check from Owen McManus, one of the 10 Delaware rookies. Keeps play in neutral ice as we work into the 30th minute of the contest. This is Ryan trying to run the gauntlet in the high slot. Lipinski stole the puck from him. Here comes Quinn, one-on-one. Quinn, hard shot. It was rushed by pressure from the back checking Calandrillo and well off its intended target. Holding the point is Flaherty. He tried to center, but Flom didn't get stick on. Puck in the mid-slot. Sandegate turns it the other way. That shot from Braden Ryan rang off the post. Beautiful pass through traffic up the middle. If that release is just a split second later, that's in for a second Montclair goal. Sandegate bodied off the puck by Flom and then some. This rolls to the near side from below the cage, controlled by Leonard. Sandegate takes an open ice hit from Polchlepek. Hens trying to play the body a little bit more, force turnovers, especially on the transition. We're past halfway in the second period. Hawks 1, Hens 0. DeMasters to Polchlepek gaining the zone. He's bodied off the puck. DeMasters offering support, overpowered by Calandrillo, who clears back to center. Fleming recovers. He leaves this to Milsarek. This will not be called an icing. The high stick on the puck from Sadowski is nullified by a touch from Fleming. Milsarek deep in his own zone, recovers for the Hens after Sadowski pursued the puck further. This shot from Milsarek on target into the glove of Cameron Carman for save number 17 with 8 minutes and 55 seconds to go. Hens trying to turn momentum back their own way to try to erase this Montclair lead. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So, how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and its clientele. Broadcast to social, print to digital. The 412 team will put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you. East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between. Even Dubuque, Iowa. Let's talk about how to get you noticed. Visit us at 412communications.com today. 8.5 to go in the second. Montclair 1, Delaware 0. Jake Ehrlich draws the forechecking Castellano out of position, but he lost his footing in the far corner and turned the puck over. Castellano set up a shot from Will Neal at the left dot. It was wide of the post and ricocheted off the backboards. Ehrlich unable to clear off the near boards the second time round. Plays the body in the far corner on Longo joining the rush. Puck is trapped at the kick plate. Roundabout the goal line, emerging from the pack is Neal again. This fired in by Castellano from just inside the line. Wraparound chance from Crispino is foiled by Hooper, and we've got a pause with 7:45 to go in period number 2. And it's still a 1-0 Montclair game after Joey Hooper records save number 22 on the night. Hooper's been solid, but there's still lots that this Delaware side needs to work on. Puck out of play. Face-off migrates 44 feet. Spotted by Gavin Doyle at the opposite dot. Oginski in across from Neal. Hens control this puck through neutral ice. Greco, outmanned at the blue line, gives way. This is lofted the other direction by Leonard ahead to Neal. Another shot, another save. 7:27 to go. In the middle frame from Fred Rust Arena. A 1-0 game, advantage Montclair. And it very well could be a lot more here in the second period if not for the hard work of Joey Hooper. This comes back an icing with 7:11 to go. Centering pass from the corner came to Ryan, but he was double teamed in low. Neal pressured by Flaherty behind the goal. Shovels the puck up the far boards. It's picked up by Ryan Nicholson. And he carries this up ice for the Blue Hens. They've got a 4-on-2. Drop pass. Oginski's shot was wide off the corner boards. Chased down near side by Nicholson, but getting there a good bit quicker was Vela. Flom tries to dish one net front to Oginski. He gets bodied down behind the cage by Vela. And here's a 1-on-3 for the Hawks led by Neal. Neal's shot between defenders goes into the Hooper glove, and we've got a pause with 6:20 to go. In period number 2 of a 1-0 hockey game, advantage Red Hawks. Follow the 412 on social media, Facebook, X, Instagram, at 412comms. For broadcast updates, fun facts, and a whole heck of a lot more. The occasional cat photo. We're an interesting bunch, we'll say that. That got a guffaw from the other side of the press box. I mean, he's not wrong. Puck out of play, sets up a face-off just above the Montclair line. Sandagate joined by Flom behind the goal. He plays the carom shot to the far corner. McManus with a heavy hit on Targov. The Montclair goal scorer trying to start momentum from left to right for the Hawks. McManus could not protect the puck. It was punched out of harm's way by Targov. Recovered by Milceric back at his own blue line for the Hens. Milceric levels Longo at center. Play continues on. Only one penalty aside to this point in the game. We've got 5.5 to go in the second period. Montclair with a 1-0 lead over Delaware. Trying to steal 2 points in the first half of this home and home. This is an icing against Delaware with 5:14 to go in the second. Whether you're a competitive athlete like these gentlemen or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. And with years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes alike, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal best and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more. Inside 5 to go in the second period. Montclair 1, Delaware 0. Here's a 2-on-3 for the Hawks. And the shot from Greg Oliveri was tipped wide by the reaching stick of Downey. McManus controls a loose puck, and he carries this out of his own zone. He gains the red line before the dump and change. Flom pursues. Sadowski controls. Polchlepek protects the left point. He dishes the puck to Vecchio working down low. Vecchio stick handles. He gets a shot away. Flom on the doorstep. Couldn't reel in the rebound chance at the edge of the blue paint. This is cleared. Gathered in by Ehrlich at his own stripe. Swiping for the puck is Vecchio to try to gain the zone. But holding the line for Montclair was Greg Oliveri. This shot from Kulbanski was well wide. Paddled into the near corner by Hooper. Studied by Ehrlich. Advanced to DeMasters. A Salesian breakout pass, double L, skates up the left wing boards, but his centering feed was blocked down by Kulbanski. Back to the corner it comes, held by Vecchio. Ehrlich across the line. This is thrown in by Getz. DeMasters hassled in the far corner by Kulbanski. We come to the final 220 seconds of the second period. Delaware looking still for their first goal of the night. Here they give up a 3-on-1. This shot came from Crispino. It was off its target. Getz clears. Coyce recovers. Vecchio intercepts at center. But he's pickpocketed by Castellano. The drop pass broken up at the top of the near circle. DeMasters gathers in the loose puck after the block by Vecchio. DeMasters driving his way in. Sticked at in the corner by Coyce. He tried to circle behind the cage but lost control of the puck. DeMasters levels Vela at the far wall. The physical play ramping up. Still in the Montclair zone. Meanwhile, the Hawks clear. Lipinski back deep in his own territory. Recovers as we enter the antepenultimate minute of the second period. Hens chipping away, but they've not been able to generate the A-grade chances they need to get the goal back. Flaherty behind his own line again. Turning up the forechecking heat is Crispino. Flaherty swats this up the right wing boards, but it goes out. With 2:31 to go in the second period. And those pesky Montclair State Redhawks offering heavy resistance. I guess we call it a full court press. And preserving this 1-0 lead on Delaware's home ice. .220 remaining in the second. Flaherty could not clear. Turning and shooting from high in the zone was Calandrillo. Hooper again says no. That's his 25th save of the night, friends. Draw again comes to the right of Joey Hooper as we wind down to the final 2 and change of the second period. Olensky met by Sandegate just above the line. Lipinski tries to loft the puck into Montclair territory, chased down by Kramer, but again, he faces resistance. Solid 200-foot play the whole way from the Red Hawks. The Lipinski shot from distance was turned aside by Carman. Hens with only 6 shots here in the second period. Olensky back at his own line. Gives the puck away to Leonard across neutral territory. Olensky steps up to offer forechecking resistance. This is lofted into neutral ice by Calandrillo, driven the rest of the way in by David Leonard up the left wing boards as we come to the final 75 in the second. Neal could not gain the zone. Stam recovers. He pulls back into his own end. Breakout pass. Up the left wing boards, finds Sean Lipinski. Drop back to Stam. That shot was on and deflected out. So with 56 seconds remaining in the middle frame, Delaware gets a much-needed attacking zone face-off. What can their fourth line do here, though? Puck is down. Oginski leaves this to Downey. Fourth line, third pair. At this stage of the game, with a minute left in the period, I don't know about that. Hand pass called in the Delaware zone. Sag spots the face-off at the near circle. With 39 to go. Right off the draw. The Hawks get their second. Crispino off the centering feed from Oliveri on the faceoff win. And Montclair have doubled up. Montclair's state goal, his first of the season, scored by number 33, Antonio Crispino. Assisted by number 23, Anthony Oliveri. Time of the goal, 19 minutes, 24 seconds in the second period. Crispino's first from Oliveri at 19:24. And that will do it for the second period. At the conclusion of the second period, the score, Montclair State Redhawks 2, Delaware Blue Hens 0. We'll be back after the second intermission on the DHF.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network after a second period which was controlled completely by the Montclair State Redhawks. 18 shots on goal. And 2 of them getting past Joey Hooper. To make this a 2-0 game, advantage Hawks. Hooper stopped 16 of the 18, though, in the second period. So 25 of 27 have gone his way, but the issues continue for the Blue Hens in terms of breakout, in terms of generating A-grade chances. Through the first 40 minutes, they have only managed 2. None in the second period. Compare that to the 4 that the Red Hawks generated. And now the Hawks have themselves an attacking zone faceoff 6 seconds into the third period. And this one taken by Oliveri, whose faceoff win with 36 seconds to go in the second period led to the second Montclair State goal. Lipinski off his backhand to DeMasters. That's what happens when the top line of the adversary in their attacking zone overpowers the fourth line. Not to play the Cassandra card here, but we saw that happening from 1.5 miles away. Can the Hens regroup? Off the icing, they get the attacking zone draw. Stam gives way to Anthony Oliveri in the draw. Castellano up the right wing boards into a 2-on-3, bothered by Olensky trailing him. He stays with the puck. Castellano does centering feed, nobody home. This ricochets off the near boards, recovered by Calandrillo in neutral ice. Around to Santagate. Oliveri throws this into the Delaware end. Puck is gloved down by the back-checking Aiden Getz, but not out. Shot in from Castellano off the defensive zone turnover. Turned behind the cage by Hooper. Follow-up from the opposite side, and Neal made it on net as well. Another Hooper save, and emerging with this is Brian Kramer. Stretch pass up the right wing boards. Finds Olensky, tries to dish one on net. Kramer's follow-up, no good. A couple rapid-fire Carmen saves, a 4-1-2 communications replay coming up. Solid chances here from the Blue Hens. That puck put on a tee by Pat Olensky for Brendan Stam, but he couldn't finish. Third line on for Delaware. Quinn takes the draw. Flom with a hard shot, sticked away by Carmen, who's now a perfect 23 for 23. Trying to keep the shutout hopes alive for Montclair in the third period. Quinn hassled by Ryan. To Downey. Beyond the reach of Flom, this goes inside the Montclair line. It comes back to Flom via Calandrillo. Downey, cross ice pass to Quinn. 5 feet over the blue line. He tips this into Montclair territory, and McManus chases it down. He circles behind the net. McManus double teamed in the near corner, puts on the brakes before flipping the puck net front toward Jake Quinn, but he couldn't finish on the welcome mat. Here's Neal back the other direction. Puck is left for Calandrillo, who gains center before driving the puck the rest of the way into Delaware territory. Milceric chasing it down, bodied off the biscuit. Shot from close range came from Braden Ryan, stopped by Hooper. He seals off the corner of the net, crossing over for the rebound chance. And Neal plays the carom shot behind the net to try to gain some space, but Quinn takes it away. Neal holds the line off the failed clearing attempt in front of the Delaware bench area. As we come to the 3-minute mark of the third period, frustration setting in for these Blue Hens after giving up 2 in the second period. Flom centering pass, stick checked offline. Here's Libros barreling up the left wing boards. Back into the Hens zone. Kendall nearly got the worst of that collision just inside the line. Libros again, posts up behind the net. Pressured by Flaherty in the near corner. He sets up a one-timer from Aiden Cox at the point. Pad save by Hooper keeps this a 2-0 game, I should say. Cox double-teamed in the near corner, trying to pile drive his way low in the zone. Flaherty chases down a loose puck. He tips it up the near boards. Ahead to Ryan Nicholson, but he can't work it out. Cox protects the point again. Libros in the near corner. To Cox, high in the zone. Reaching for the poke check is Nicholson. Here's an odd man rush for the Hens. But the 2-on-1 quickly deteriorates as the Greco headman pass to Nicholson was just off its target, and the Red Hawk decor was able to catch up. Greg Oliveri the other way. Sticked out by Getz. Couldn't walk in cleanly. Puck is loose in the high slot. Diving to poke it free was Nicholson, but he couldn't get it out of the zone. Scrambling for the save here is Hooper. And we've got a pause with 15:45 to go. And some post-whistle extracurriculars. All in all, it's been a pretty clean game so far. But as mentioned, the Blue Hens noticeably getting frustrated after being thoroughly overpowered through all of the second period, and so far the first 4 minutes and 23 seconds of the third. Another stretch pass through traffic up the middle. The Castellano shot was wide off its target and directed wider yet by Hooper. Vecchio bulldozes up the left wing board, centering pass, Polchlepek, no, that was blocked. Polchlepek again, chases a bouncing puck to the near corner. With time and space running out, he leaves this to Getz at the point. Back to Polchlepek, across the line, Downey a one-hop from the top of the left circle. Wide off its target, Vecchio cycles to DeMasters. DeMasters double-teamed. Vela keeps the pressure on him. Vecchio in the near corner. One of Delaware's leading scorers last year. Scraps for the puck alongside Eric Coyce. Now the battle intensifies in the near corner of the Montclair zone, and Hubert Polchlepek emerges. The sophomore tried to put one on a tee net front for Vecchio, but the Jersey connection couldn't happen for Delaware. 14.5 remaining in regulation. Montclair leads 2-0. In the early stages of the third period, Hens struggling to generate momentum. Polchlepek gets one wide. It looked like it was on target off the release, but it's paddled by Carmen to the far corner. Stam, Olensky, given away by Vela. Hold the phone in the top row. This is Quinn up the right wing boards, dumping the puck into the Delaware end off that 1-on-3 mismatch. Olensky couldn't shovel the puck clear, was hacked in by Targo from just inside the line. Headman feed from Longo protecting the zone, unable to field it was Quinn working down low. Longo again. Gives this to Milceric behind the cage. Milceric overshoots Stam on the breakout. Stam tracks down the puck after gaining the zone. He gets a shot away, although he was pushed to the far corner. Milceric gets one in close. It was blocked by Sandegate on the doorstep. Olensky couldn't finish. It's thrown in by Stam, trailing back toward the line. Fleming tried to hustle to the point far side, could not protect the zone. Puck rolls back deep into the Delaware end. 7 minutes elapsed to the third period. Hawks 2, Hens 0 from Fred Rust Arena. And here up the middle comes Will Neal. 3-on-2, Neal's shot on target, saved by Hooper, but Fleming offered solid back-checking coverage to knock that shot a little bit off target. Calandrillo leaves the puck to Leonard. He takes a body from Brian Kramer in the far glass. Kramer reemerges with the puck in the attacking zone. This left tie to Lipinski, centered to Flom. Shot off the Quinn feed, was just off target. It comes back toward Flom from Kramer working behind the cage, but he couldn't connect with his man. Hawks clear. Calandrillo with the dump and change and the freeze from Hooper. Grinds play to a screeching halt with 12:07 to go in regulation in this 2-0 hockey game. Montclair State controlling the momentum pretty soundly for the last roughly half hour of hockey. Flom, the recipient of the cross-ice breakout. Oh, this is offside. You can't make that mistake in this situation. We can try to sugarcoat that 60 ways to Sunday, but no, you just can't succumb to timing errors when you're down 2-0 in a game, when you face 200-foot pressure from the gate, and you're struggling to generate A-grade chances. There is just no excuse. McManus drop pass to Lipinski. The shot was wide. Greg Oliveri back up the left wing boards. This every bit as egregious as what we saw 50 feet the other way. Poorly coordinated zone entry grinds play to a halt with 11:29 to go. And this faceoff comes just above the Delaware line. Here's Greco. Shot! Score! Anthony Greco off the fast break. Lights the lamp for the Blue Hens. And it's a one-goal hockey game. This started at the face-off just above the Blue Hens line. Oginski getting stick on puck. And off a Montclair player. Greco tracks down the vulcanized rubber and he walks it in to put the Hens on the board. The rally beginning for Delaware. But can they keep it going? That, friends, is the $64,000 question. Oh, Delaware goal! His first of the season. Scored by number 8, Anthony Greco. Assisted by number 21, Evan Oginski. Time of the goal, 8 minutes, 37 seconds of the third period. Greco's first from Oginski at 8:37. So the Greco-Nicholson-Oginski line back up to even after giving up the second Montclair goal. Vecchio stood up at the half wall. Quick counterattack the other way. Crispino couldn't connect with Castellano on the doorstep. DeMasters back to recover. Polchlepek up the middle. Could not cleanly find Stam just over the line. This will be whistled offside by Mandel. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for your circumstances, the expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long is committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-LONG. That's 302-466-5664. Or visit injuryde.com. Kramer looked centering pass to Stam, but took the shot himself. It was sticked away by Carmen. Neal emerges with the rebound. Headman pass up the right side to Leonard, taken away mid-zone by Fleming. Mulceric flips this forward to Pat Olensky. Here's a 2-on-3. Olensky could not find Kramer cutting toward the slot. That pass was broken up as soon as he let it go. Skittering puck back into the Delaware end, corralled by C.J. Mulceric, the second South Carolinian defenseman on this Delaware roster, the other, of course, being senior Sean Lipinski. The icing is waved off. Delaware's Anthony Greco, the goal scorer. Rather, that was Pat Olensky who won the race to the puck. But Ryan emerges the other way. His shot from 20 cleared the crossbar. Neal takes the body, driving the puck back in from the far half wall. Ryan challenged by Flaherty near side. Kramer's trapped at the near corner boards by Sadowski. Emerging with the puck out of that pile up in the corner is Brian Kramer. Here he comes, hassled up the right wing boards. The reaching stick of Michael Sadowski offering resistance, but Kramer keeps on ticking. 8:25 to go. Kramer trying to circle behind the net, was ultimately stripped of the vulcanized rubber by Cox. Cross ice pass. Kolbanski gives it away. Quinn, hard shot. Scrambling for the save is Carmen. We'll see this again, starting with the D-zone turnover. There the giveaway, there the shot from Quinn. McManus loomed net front. But Cameron Carmen had the last word. 8:10 to go in a 2-1 hockey game. Drop pass from Libras led to an Oliveri shot, which was blockered wide by Hooper. Here, Coyce. His shot was intercepted. 2-on-1. McManus up the right wing boards. Centering pass. Skips over the stick of Flom. Ricochets off the corner dashers. Flom throws it net front. McManus canceled out on the doorstep by Eric Coyce, who accelerates up the left side, but he gives the puck away at center red to Jake Quinn. Quinn quickly turning direction. Oliveri slows him up at center, and this puck is driven back by Castellano in over the Delaware line, but he was outmatched in the 2-on-2 entry. Amidst a change, Greg Oliveri throws the puck in at Hooper, who drops to the butterfly for the easy pad save, his 34th of the night. 7:10 to go. Fourth line trying to make it happen again. Nicholson's shot off the Oginski feed. Turned by Carmen to the far corner. Here's Oginski again. Greco around to the right point, and Aiden gets. He launches one in. Shot blocked up in the atmosphere by Antonio Crispino, who stepped up on the defensive aggressively. Crispino takes a hard hit from Getz at the near glass, and this will come back in icing with 6:46 to go in a 2-1 hockey game. Montclair clinging to their 1-goal lead over the Blue Hens. But Delaware mounting their momentum. In the waning stages of this game, buckle in for the stretch drive, friends. As it's just starting to get good at Fred Rust. Quick counterattack and a Castellano shot saved by Hooper. Face-off comes to Joey's left with 6:38 to go. Our lines people, Gavin Doyle and James Mandel, getting a workout tonight, as this game has been end-to-end, stop and go. If you've driven on New Jersey 3, you know what we're talking about. Bumper to bumper, 75 miles an hour, yeah. Not for the faint of heart, friends. Stretch pass from Getz. Here's Vecchio leading a 2-on-2. Shot was wide. It ricochets off the backboards. DeMasters chases down the rebound. He's met by the shoulder of Sandegate in the far corner. DeMasters kicks the puck up the left wing boards. Thrown in by Mulceric. Trying to redirect it net front was Vecchio. He gathers the puck in behind the cage. DeMasters protects for the Hens. Downey from distance. That shot tipped offline by Ryan. Corralled by DeMasters. 5:42 to go in regulation. Delaware looking for the equalizer on Montclair State. Vecchio, Downey. Back it comes to Mulceric off the left half boards. Mulceric driving closer. Shovels the puck in close. It bounced off the backside of the cage. Maintained by DeMasters. This comes high to Danny Downey. The rookie across the line to Mulceric. D-to-D pass. Long shot. Bobbled by Carman. He dives on it for the save. 5:20 to go. Hens starting to ratchet up the heat. But will it be enough to get past Cameron Carman, who has saved 27 of 28 shots so far? Delaware maintaining their attacking zone momentum. This shot from Olensky off the setup from Flaherty goes up into the netting and out over the corner board's far side with 5:07 remaining. Stam again. Another shot, another save with 5 and a couple ticks to go. Looking at what's to come later this weekend on the Delaware Hockey Network, the University of Delaware women's ACHA team kicks off their 24-25 season when they host the Golden Rams of Westchester University. That'll be Sunday at 1:15 p.m. Eastern, 10:15 a.m. Pacific. No icing here. Stam under 2-ply forechecking pressure. Works the puck to Kramer. This thrown back in from over the line by Oliveri. Delayed offside. Quickly canceled out as everybody tags up and Doyle drops his arm. Coyce scraps to protect attacking position for Montclair as we come to the final 4.5. Kramer hassled. Caroms the puck around the far corner boards. Stam could not clear, double teamed at the base of the Delaware bench. Zone is held cleanly by Coyce, who drives in. Rather, that's Greg Oliveri driving in right side, lowering the shoulder. Coyce holds the left point. Shot, makes it in. Wow. Eric Coyce picks his corner. And we're now 3-1. And that pretty much puts a bow on this one, friends. As the Hens are now down 2 and time is mighty short. Montclair State goal, his first of the season, scored by number 20, Eric Coyce. Assisted by number 8, Jacob Libros, and number 21, Greg Oliveri. Time of the goal, 15 minutes, 55 seconds in the third period. Coyce is first from Libros and Oliveri at 15:55. Inside 4 minutes to go. Montclair work a 39th shot in off the draw. Hooper forced to scramble, and he does. But this one, friends, is pretty much on ice for the Redhawks, barring an 11th hour miracle from the Blue Hens. Quinn couldn't get one in. Greco on the doorstep was wide. Final 3 minutes upon us from Fred Rust Arena. Hens in desperation mode. Vecchio lost his stick after being bodied into the far corner boards. Calandrillo couldn't walk free. Vecchio recovers. Stepping up to the half wall is Ehrlich. DeMasters behind the net. 2.5 remaining. Polchlepek swarmed by Coyce. Vecchio's got time near side. Polchlepek bobbled the puck. It's taken away, but not cleared by Oliveri. Polchlepek centering past Vecchio's shot right into the breadbasket of Cameron Carman, who records his 29th save of the evening. 2:05 to go. Hooper responds with a save of his own off the fast break. CJ Mielcerek flubs the breakout. It was blocked down by Ryan. DeMasters bodied off the puck by Braden Ryan in front of the Delaware bench. Mielcerek with more space to operate near side. We're down to the final 100. Mielcerek through traffic into a 1-on-4. Leaves us to Polchlepek. Hard shot from him at the right point into the glove of Cameron Carman for a pause in play. Timeout, Delaware. Hens take their timeout. And we'll do the same here on the Delaware Hockey Network, which is brought to you by our good friends at the law office of Heather A. Long, presenting partner of the Delaware Hockey Network, once again here in the 2024-25 season. The DHN also brought to you by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. 412 Communications, building bridges between your team and your audience. Delaware Sports Medicine, committed to health and wellness for athletes of all types. Limestone Pension Associates. And Delaware Trash Can Cleaning. Sponsorship opportunities are available. To learn more, email mjr at 412communications.com. .93 seconds to go. Delaware net is empty. This is an icing. Seven seconds off the clock. Kramer, Vecchio, Stam, DeMasters, Polchlepek, and Lipinski are the 6 on for the Blue Hens. 5 attackers, 1 blue liner by trade. Sean Lipinski caroms the puck to Kramer, working the far corner. Cross slot feed. Polchlepek could not get stick on puck. He recovers off the boards. Net front feed to Kramer. Digging at the puck. Net front was Vecchio. He couldn't get it through. We've reached the final minute of play. Hens in absolute desperation mode. Another net front scrum, another loose puck. This is batted free by Anthony Oliveri, recovered by DeMasters. The Polchlepek one-timer was not on target. It was headed just wide despite Carmen getting pad on it. Final 40. Trying to rifle this clear from deep in Montclair territory was Oliveri, but the line was held by the Hens. Lipinski again, protecting the zone after Stam's shot from an awkward angle was awry. Polchlepek backhands a rolling puck. Back into neutral territory, it's left by DeMasters for the accelerating Brendan Stam. He wraps around behind the net, final 12 seconds. Stam turns, shoots, the Vecchio shot, this is in off the rebound! Polchlepek gets one back with the extra attacker. With 9.3 seconds to go. Here it comes again on the replay. It started with the Brendan Stam shot. Stay with the play for the final seconds, but it'll be too little too late for the Delaware Blue Hens. The Delaware goal was scored by number 17, Hubert Polchlepek, his first of the season. Assisted by number 10, Austin Vecchio, and number 11, Brendan Stam. Time of the goal, 19 minutes, 50 seconds in the third period. Polchlepek's first from Vecchio and Stam at 19:50. Tonight's final score, Delaware Blue Hens 2, Montclair State Redhawks, the winners with 3. Final shots on goal, Montclair State 40, Delaware 32. Fans, it is time for the 3 stars of the game, presented by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. Today's third star, with 2 assists for Montclair State, number 21, Greg Oliveri. The number 2 star with the game-winning goal for Montclair State, number 20, Eric Coyce. And the number 1 star of the game, with 31 saves in net for the Montclair State Redhawks, number 30, Cameron Carmen. So that, friends, will do it for us on the Delaware Hockey Network on this Friday evening as the Hens mount a late rally. But ultimately, it is too little too late for Delaware, who dropped to 0-3-1 on the season, and they'll get another crack at the Redhawks tomorrow in North Jersey. For the entire crew, Sydney Butler, Eli Swope, our associate executive producer, Molly Jo Rosen, assistant producer, Broadway Joe Sindoni, James Witherite saying thank you for your company this evening. We'll be back with you on Sunday as the UD women kick off their season against Westchester. We'll be on the air at 1 p.m. Until then, good night.